Hello guys, I hope you all are well at your places. So today's session is all about phishing as according to me, we all are aware about this term, but what all still exists is a greed and people fall into this trap again and again in different ways. So today we all and I will be discussing about what all are the different way how the attackers do the social engineering and fool the people and ask them to fall in the phishing attacks. So we will be discussing type of those attacks. So first of all I would like to introduce myself Akbar Khan. I am from Mumbai. I am an IT professional who is working from past 2 years as a junior solution support executive. Apart from this, I am a BE graduate in EXTC, Electronics and Telecommunication department. Apart of from my career perspective, I have done multiple courses and attended multiple internships. Like you all can see that I have done my CCNA, MCSA course, Linux and CH, and I am practically applying all those things which I have learned into my job and just getting better and better day by day. As in this field we are set to upgrade ourselves at the next level. So that's all was about me. Now what is phishing we are here to discuss about. So you all can see that phishing is a practice of trying to trick people. So I will be taking an example. Suppose phishing is in email, or it can be done by a message or a website and a phone calls. These are all designs to steal money or sensitive information. The aim perspective of the attacker or the person who is doing the phishing is to earn something or to steal your sensitive information from where they get the things done. So cyber criminals can do this by installing malicious software on your computers, tricking you into giving them sensitive information, or outright stealing personal information of your computers. So there are multiple ways there that the attacker can use to steal your sensitive information. Like I can take some real examples. Like sometimes we are receiving an email that we have to do the KYC, and in that KYC there is no KYC which is done by bank. We are directly falling into a phishing attack. And sometimes we are receiving a phone call that the person is calling from Airtel company and he wanted to do the KYC for us, and we need to share the OTP and also. So these are all the different kinds of phishing attacks which we are facing in our day-to-day lives. Now we will be discussing more about types of phishing. So there are multiple types of phishing, but one of my favorites are email phishing, spear phishing, smishing and wishing, and social engineering. Like you all can see that most phishing attacks are sent by emails. The attacker will be sending you an email to which you are already searching for the thing and getting it done. So they will be sending you that the mail pertaining to that thing, like bank or any other organization, which is, for example, we can consider that you are trying to get a job on naukri.com and suddenly you started receiving an email that you have been selected for so and so company, and this is how you are trapped in email phishing. Now in spear phishing, the phishing attempts directly at a specific individual or a company have been termed as speared phishing. Attacker may gather personal information for doing a social engineering about their target to increase their probability of success. This technique is by far the most successful on the internet today, according to the 91% of attacks, because they are tricking the organizations and the individual by finding the information online, by calling the peoples like we will be offering you jobs, and likewise they are doing the things. So it is one of the most done attacks on internet, which is called as spear phishing. So the next attack is smishing and wishing. By the name only we can understand that with both smishing and wishing, telephone replaces the email as the method of communication. So in this type of attack, voice phishing is the crime practice in this level. The telephone system to gain access to personal and financial information from the public. As I have already discussed this, like someone will be calling you and asking you that I am calling from Airtel and kindly provide your Aadhaar number, PAN card number, so that we can do a KYC for you. And suddenly you will be receiving an OTP and he will be asking, sir, you have received the OTP, kindly provide the OTP, and done, you have been compromised and you have lost your sensitive information. This how these all things work. Sometimes social engineering is also used to manipulate people brains. Like most method of phishing use some form of design to make a link in an email appear to belonging to the organization or the person. Okay, misspelling URLs are used and the subdomains are common tricks used by the phishers. Many email clients or web browser will show preview of where a link will be going, and it will be some great company or you will be desired company for you, and you will be using that links and you will be falling into a phishing attack. So these all were the types of phishing attacks. So now we will be moving more towards the practical to identify how we can identify phishing attacks. So example we can take of a spear phishing. Now how to identify? The person question you how to ask, how to find. So by looking at this mail, do I know this person should be your first question in your brain, or am I expecting an email from the person? If your answer no to either of the question, you must take a hard look at other aspects of the email. Now the second point is, a large amount of phishing email will be blank out in 2 or CC fields, so that you cannot see that this is the mass email to a large group of people. The third point is, phishing email will often come with subject that are in all capitals or have multiple exclamation mark in order for you to think that this email is important or that you should take the recommended action within the email. It will be some specific or a bank related thing that you will be rushing towards and get your things saved. It will be a warning type of email with the subject like your KYC is not done, your bank account will be charged so and so amount, and this all kind of things. Now the fourth point is, there will be a name of a target, so more than likely this was sent to everyone at so and so organization name, and your password will be displaying over there. And the fifth point is, hovering your mouse over the link, it will ask you to click there. There will be every GIF kind of effect there, that it will ask you to click there. Once you click there, it will directly redirect you to the attacker's link. So these are the some parameter which I personally use to identify the phishing mails. We will be understanding few more in the coming slides. So moving to the next slide. So now this is a cloning phishing, as we have already discussed in the past, that they will be cloning the bank kind of websites and sending you the screenshot with the mail that the mail is from so and so bank. Now these emails are harder to spot because they look exactly like legitimate mails. You will normally receive the first clue that sometime it is not right with this email in the sender. It is generic address like google@so-and-so.com, and it will be specifying you the address of Google and something like. So you will be finding it legitimate, and there will be a small changes in Google, like O is converted to 0, so you will be difficult to find that. And this how these all things work. The question you have to ask yourself is, did I buy anything from Google? Or you need to think about that, if whatever the mail is coming to me, is it the expected, or I have done so and so things in my life, or whatever. There might be some purchases for which you will be receiving the billing details. So you have to be tactical while reading the mails. The last piece is the most critical in saying if the mail is in fact a phishing mail. If there is some hovering your mouse over the button, it is wanting you to press. You see that this is not taking you to an expected domain or a site, but rather an external site that will more than likely try to steal your credentials. So this is how the cloning phishing works. So you have to be more sensitive while performing all these tasks on email, and you have to identify what you are doing. So this was all about the cloning phishing. Now moving to the next slide. Here are some examples of cloning phishing as we have discussed in the past. Like this is the payment gateway link for PayPal. PayPal is one online banking application like Google Pay, Amazon, and likewise. So see here I have marked some points like the domain name and the mail IDs are somewhat out of the scope of PayPal, and you need to identify the domain from where the mail is coming. So this is how you all can stay safe from the phishing attacks. Now we will be discussing about link manipulation. The sender is not a valid address, but rather a hacker's email address will be there. The name also a generic admin team or something like it will be specifying, which does not match up with the email address. The subject link is in all capitals and using multiple exclamation mark trying to get your attention, and the hovering of mouse remains the same. It will ask you to click there, click there, click there, and so when you are clicked, boom, you are gone. You are redirected to the hacker's page or some unexpected unauthorized website where you are not expected to go, and you are going, and somehow you will be putting your emails and password, and then you are just losing your sensitive information. So this how the link manipulation works. Few more example of link manipulation. Now this is the question. I want you all to identify the mail and just spot the phishing email. I have marked something like we first need to check whether the email is from the legitimate or we are expecting such kind of a mail. This was the first question we need to ask ourselves. The second is subject. Subject should be as expected, like account update, KYC, as we have previously mentioned that it will be asking you to do the KYC, provide your credentials and all, and the hovering of mouse. These 3-4 details which we need to identify to move to any mail, or we need to more conscious before moving to or clicking anywhere online, because online world is more dangerous for someone who is more dealing with online banking and all. So tips to protect yourself from phishing attack. It will never ask for your password over email. See, most of the bank are now providing this training to the employees and also the customers that we never ask your OTP password. So please be aware of any email asking the password. Never send password, bank account numbers or other private information in an email. Be cautious about opening attachments, because attachment may contain malicious virus or a malware that can infect your computer, like someone might doing a ransomware attack and encrypt all your files. This might drop you in a trouble. So these are the some points you all can go with this, and just keep yourself safe on from phishing, as well as you all can be safe on the internet. So now moving to our next slide. Here are some signs of phishing which I have encountered and just plotted them in a slide. So here are, like you have been specially selected for this offer. You will be getting some offer or a spin wheel attack, like you will just spin and win an iPhone. This will be a kind of thing which most of the people are going through. You will get a free bonus if you buy our products. You will win one of 5 valuable prizes. You have won big money in a foreign lottery. This investment is low risk and provides a higher return than you can get anywhere else. You have to make up your mind right away. You trust me, right? You don't need to check our company with anyone. You will just put the shipping and handling charges on your credit card. All these are the signs of phishing phone calls attack, and this is how you all can identify what is a phishing attack and how we need to be safe on the internet. The perspective of this awareness program is to keep people safe on internet, because most of the hackers and attackers are using email or phone numbers as a target of reaching the person, because these are the information we can find from social engineering, or directly we can get this information available from one or the second person. What to do if you think you are receiving a phishing mail? Always look up the phone number in Google. Oftentimes others have received this call before and will log the number and the type of scam to different websites. Some of the websites are 80notes.com, callcenter.com and callerscomplaints.com. User will let you know whether or not this is a scam and what the caller will ask for. Resist pressure to make a decision immediately. Keep your credit card, checking account or society security number to yourself. Don't tell them to callers you don't know. Even if they ask you to confirm this information, that's a trick. Get all information in written before you agree to buy anything online. The first thing we have to understand that don't trust anyone blindly on internet. Beware of offers to help you recover money you have already lost. Caller that says they are law enforcement officer who will help you get your money back for a fee are scammer. Report any call which is rude or abuse, even if you already sent them money. They will want more. Call on this number or visit ftc.government/complaints. These are all platforms where we can report the cybercrime or the phishing calls that we receive and we are directly dived into a scam. So these are all the kind of step or a precautionary measures when we are already into a trap. Here are few additional resources for this. You can go and just get the information regarding the phishing attack, how to be safe on internet, and some more additional stuffs are shared by the seniors and the cyber security professional out there. So guys, this was all about from my side. I hope you all like this information provided by me. I will try to create some more videos on the cyber security awareness. Thank you.